We're here at Accountex 2017, and one of the big buzzwords around the exhibition hall is FinTech. Here to discuss the benefits of FinTech for accountants are Kevin McCallum, who is Chief Commercial Officer at FreeAgent. Welcome, Kevin.
Hi, Tom.
And Heydn Thomas, who is Head of Business Development at Natwest.
Hi, Tom.
Welcome, Heydn. So, your two organisations announced a tie-up in January. Can you tell me a little bit about the genesis of that?
Yes, so about a year ago, in March last year, Natwest and Royal Bank of Scotland decided that they really could better serve their business customers by offering some more financial technology solutions around invoicing, around cash flow management, around expense management, these kind of aspects. And they went on a hunt to find the kind of partners that would be suitable to offer to their million customers in the business banking space. So FreeAgent was asked, along with about 30 other participants, to kind of propose what we could offer, and pleased to say that we were selected from all of those people, and since then we spent about a year working with Natwest in terms of getting the offering right, very focused on the data and the transfer of information between the two organisations, and then we announced it in January of this year formally. So we're here at Accountex to talk more to accountants and also to, get the wider message out there that we're now jointly working on this.
Fantastic. And Heydn, the benefits for Natwest?
Well, I think the rise of cloud-based accounting packages has been seen in other parts of the world, probably a little bit more slowly in the UK. So we're spotting that trend from certainly from Australasia in particular and the US. But it's that ability to have the flow of data that allows us to be far more proactive in terms of the support we provide for SMEs in the country, and I guess move away from the old reactive way of doing things and kind of telling somebody what has happened to talking to them about what's going to happen.
Yeah, good stuff. Our audience are a fairly practical-minded bunch. What are the benefits to them of such a tie-up?
I think Heydn and I have actually just delivered a session on open banking. So this is another one of these kind of disruptive changes. You talk about making tax digital. We're talking about making banking digital at the same time. So one of the core aspects on this is around the feed of information, both to and from the bank. So I think that bank feeds have been one of the more transformational things that a lot of the accounting software providers like FreeAgent and some of the others have really seen a difference in terms of getting bookkeeping accuracy and information flow. Accountants can then rely more on automation and more be confident the information is correct because it's coming from source rather than being input by the client. So what we can do now with the partnership between Natwest and FreeAgent is actually work very closely on those data flows and make sure the information is presented as fast as it can and to as much benefit as it can from an accountant's point of view.
Good stuff. And things like push notifications, Heydn?
Absolutely. So we're building into our systems, alongside the guys at FreeAgent. When the data that feeds into our system will tell us things that we believe are going to happen in the future, the forecasting tool, so we can then send push notifications, text, emails, whichever the customers choose, whatever they choose. A lot of it's mobile, so the growth of mobile is huge and on the go. So we can actually let somebody know well in advance that we think there's a particular need that we can help them with, or a partner of ours, internally or externally, can also help them with.
Fantastic. So these are the sorts of the things that are happening now. Where are you hoping to take it in the future?
Well, I think that it's kind of bounded by your imagination, some of these bits and pieces. As Heydn says, there's a lot of work we're working on around data. So one of the aspects of this is actually data in two directions. So it's information back from customers of FreeAgent with their permissions and all authorizations as required back into the bank system. So the kind of platform that you can then build in terms of intelligence and predictive components in that is going to be very instrumental in changing the relationship, I think, that customers have with their bank, with their accounting software provider and with their accountant. And I think a lot of these kind of mobility of data things allows us all as participants in this as a support network for these small businesses to provide other services that in some cases we haven't even thought of what they are yet, Tom. And I think beyond that it'll be interesting to see what we can jointly come up with.
I think it's moving away from that transactional relationship, and being far more proactive. I guess in some ways it's a move back to old-fashioned practices where you build that community and everyone is connected within that community and you know where to go to for advice. One of the things we believe the small businesses need are a lot more advice and a larger network and that kind of what corporates take for granted. It's trying to bring that expertise into the small business market, and that's we see this type of technology as certainly as an enabler of that.
Fantastic. Really interesting, chaps. Kevin, Heydn, thank you very much.
Thanks, Tom.
For more information on the big wide world of FinTech, visit accountingweb.co.uk. Thanks for watching.